Welcome back to Viper Trades, and I'm just giving you guys a quick Bitcoin update. So, if you did tune into the last videos, I did mention to you guys many times, if Bitcoin fails to flip this 88 to 90k level, it is not going to go any higher, and should it do that, it will need to flip that 93k level as well for us to see 100k again. And as you can currently see, guys, we rejected 88.7k, and now we are losing the monthly open here. So the only thing that can save Bitcoin right now is this trendline liquidity here. Of course, it will need to hold and do something like this, and we need to reclaim the monthly open for us to go back to 88k. And should we go back to 88k, we'll need to get above this strong resistance here at 88 to 90k, and then above the yearly open to move back to 100k. So as you can see, there is a lot of hurdles to jump through for Bitcoin. So we'll see how it reacts here. If we can get back above the monthly open, then of course you can take longs from 85k back to 88k. However, should we lose that, is an easy short with easy invalidation back to 77k. And I mentioned many times, guys, that we also have this level here at around 70 to 73k, which will provide a good buy entry for those of you that are waiting to buy some Bitcoin spots. So again, guys, as I mentioned, dollar cost averaging is your friend. And as you can see here as well, guys, we have mentioned this daily resistance for a while now. So you can see it is rejecting very nicely of this daily resistance as well. And until we flip that to some sort of strong support like this, we are not gonna go higher. So ideally, what you want to see is strong volume through this EMA cloud, through this EMA as well, and you want it to retest it, then shoot off higher. But for now, it is looking very bearish. Should we lose this trend line here, as I mentioned, easy shorts if we retest the monthly open again back to 76, 77k. So that's essentially what I'm looking for. And should it come here, I do feel like we'll overshoot. We might see something like this, reject here into this level here, and then back up into that level here. So this is ideally what I'm looking for in the next few weeks. Of course, do be very cautious if you are trading or opening new positions. As I mentioned, dollar cost averaging is your friend, and don't overexpose yourself to the market in any way. And as I mentioned to you guys as well, ETH is looking very bearish as well. Again, we didn't quite get to that daily level with Ethereum, but that would have provided a very nice short entry. Of course, with Ethereum now, the key level to look for now is this level at around $1,500, which we mentioned in a recent video. So should we use this level here, we need to see a strong bounce from the $1,500 level there. Otherwise, we are going to just see something like this, and Ethereum will be back to $1,000. And Ethereum has been very, very weak in comparison to everything else at the moment. And investors are not looking to buy Ethereum. The focus has shifted to Solana. So again, Solana, we did mention here again. So we did buy in at around 110, 120. Nice bounce all the way back to 148. However, it has failed to flip this level here for a move back to 180, as we did discuss in a recent video. So ideally now, what you want to see for Solana is for it to come back into this level here. And you want to see a strong bounce from this level here. Otherwise, we are going to see $80 again for Solana. And if it comes back to $80, I'm not going to complain. Of course, I'll be buying all the spot I can. But it is just something to look out for. And worst case scenario for Solana, in my opinion, is around $50 to $30. So we can fall into this region here. And I do feel like this will provide an amazing buying opportunity should we get there. So it's also something that I am looking out for, and we might just range for a bit, then break up again. And this is something that we saw a couple years ago. So if I show you on the weekly now, I did mention to you guys in my last video regarding Solana, how Solana was at $20 and how we kept buying at $20 and how we targeted $150 plus. So that is something that I am looking out for as well in the near future. So yeah, we saw this down move here, and we had this consolidation period here at $20, and you can see how it exploded back to 200 plus. So that is something that I would like to see. I wouldn't say it will be ideal for many people, but it's something that I would like to see so we can pick up some cheap Solana for the next cycle, as I do believe Solana is here to stay. But another key thing to note, guys, is we are still within this weekly support for Bitcoin, which digs all the way down to 78k. So that is just something to note as well. If you are looking to invest in this long term, should we remain above this weekly level, we should go higher. And as I mentioned already, we want to see at least 2 or more consecutive weekly closes below this EMA cloud on the weekly time frame to confirm a possible bear market. But if we just rip through and reclaim as we saw here, then we can be confident that we can just resume higher. Okay, so that is also something that I am looking out for. So if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for the latest brand opportunities and market updates, and I'll catch you all in the next video.